belly, and finding your midline, your pillar of prana, or your pillar of chi. Or it's even called the prana tube sometimes. Whatever it is, whatever your visual is, see if you can feel this tube of energy coming from distant space, coming all the way through you, through the spine, grounding out between the heels, or between the arches, and the weight spreading evenly from the right to the left foot, the jaw relaxed, the shoulders relaxed, and just setting an intention for your practice. And the all-purpose intention is I'm gathering chi, I'm storing chi, prana that I use for my healing, my regeneration. Inhaling through the nose, and we're just going to exhale and take a puff. And just jump it out a little bit. Just pattern interrupt. Huff, huff, huff. Just letting go. Shaking it out. Interrupting all the congealed patterns within your body. And your mind. And then feet come apart, knees are slightly bent, elbows are bent, chin is drawn back, kidneys are open, and just holding the prana just for a moment, just feeling your baseline as we begin. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, grounding the energy. And we'll go right into knocking on the door of life. Whew. I got to pop right off the bat. And so looking over the shoulder. Tapping the Ming Men at the lower back and tapping the front of the hip bone. So one of the reasons I like this move so much is because it's very relaxed. My upper body's completely relaxed. I'm using momentum to kind of fling my arms, and then my hands just land on those massage points. Clearing any kind of energy stagnation in my waist, hips, and pelvis. So what's not to like, right? And this move's a great waker-upper when you're just trying to get going in the morning. Wow. Looking over the shoulder, and then we'll just change the front hand. The front hand will now tap this shoulder's nest area, that little dip. Just underneath the collarbone, right on the inside of the shoulder in the front. And that is the top of the lung meridian, or lung 1 acupressure point. So we're tonifying, stimulating our respiration with that point. Two more. And last one. Great, let it wind out. from its own momentum. And then we'll do a little bit of self-massage. I can't recall how much massage I've done with you, but we're going to find these points right underneath the clavicle. This is kidney 27, the top of the kidney meridian. There's a little dip right here where the collarbone meets the sternum. And we cross our hands and we just tap this point. This is a energy booster. You can also use these meridian tapping points to interrupt an emotional crisis. Because the tapping, it interrupts the pattern, the habitual pattern that your chi is running. Which if it's a negative emotion, we want to interrupt that. Because then we get the option, it's like, well, I guess I'm not going to have a fit right now. And then tapping the sternum, this one's for immunity. Tapping the thymus. And then tapping spleen 21. It's also a great emotional point. Worry. Fear and worry is the negative emotion associated with the spleen meridian. We just tap that out. And then one hand on the navel, the other hand makes like a peace sign, and then we press above and below the lips, and we rub these points. Just the top 2 points. This is the top of the conception and governing meridian. And then after we rub, we just hold these 3 points, and we feel there might be a slight pulsation. Great. And now we're going to do a lymphatic meridian massage. So yeah. So just tapping all along under this clavicle here. This is the main lymphatic drainage area in the body. And I recommend that you mirror me, Lori, if you don't mind. Yeah. Because it's just, I don't know, it takes the brain out of it. You just look in the mirror. And then after we go underneath the clavicle here, we're going to do in the armpit. And we're going to do, if you can do 9 times, at least 9 times with open palm. This is lymphatic and heart meridian. And then we go down the inner arm, giving special attention to this elbow crease. It's one of the 8, what they call the 8 nests of detoxification. Down the inner arm, up the back of the arm. We're just going to do 1 round, so we're going to do it very thoroughly. And we're going to tap on this gallbladder 21 at the shoulder. I'm using a loose fist for this one. Whew, that feels good already. And then the other side. Going under the clavicle with the open palm. Open and right on it is fine. And then into the armpit. Great. Down inner arm to the elbow crease. And then all the way down the arm, turn it over and coming up the back of the arm to that pet rock, that bump. Great. And then we're going to reach up high on the back, so you don't have to turn. I'm just turning so you can see what I'm doing. So we can reach up above the kidney, and then kind of you can bend over to go over the kidney area, the Ming Men. And then all the way down the back of the leg, and we give special attention to the back of the knee. Want to slap at least 9 times, open palm.
down the back of the legs, up the inside, or the yin side, to the groin. And once you get to the groin, you can either karate chop or use a loose fist or open palm, whatever feels good to your body. I like the loose fist for now. And then getting on the inside of the hip bone, sometimes there's like these cables of tension here because people are like, you know, a lot of emotional holding in the belly, so they have cables on the inside of the hip bone, so we're going to just tap that out. Great. And then we're just going to smooth around. So we go up the front, it's down the side, up the back. And we just smooth it all around. Feels really good, really nurturing. And then stepping the feet apart, and we're just going to hold our energy field. Feel our own prana with bent knees, with a loose jaw. And I bet you, if you tune in, you'll be able to detect some degree of a fine vibration going on. Fine vibration, a humming, a singing, a buzzing in your prana maya kosha, the pranic sheath. Or what in Qigong they call the, well, there's the yin qi and the yang, or the wei qi. You feel anything, Lori?
I do. Especially in my legs.
In your legs? Okay, great. And, you know, and it's not like it's anything wrong if you don't feel anything. It's just like people come with different degrees of, you know, subtlety, you know, ability to detect subtlety. And it's a subtle vibration that we're, you know, we're actually conditioned to, like, not tune into this type of thing in our culture. But this is why people like you and me like to do yoga and stuff like this, so we can tune in. Great. All right. So let's come right into these hip circles now. So like I said, I've just found that this approach that I'm doing, keep going, I'm just going to turn my volume up a little bit here. This approach that I've been doing with these really thorough warm-ups, a lot of Qigong, and working the wave-like motion in the spine, it's really paid off for me. So I hope that we can kind of share the joy. Let me know if that's too loud, if that music. Okay, and then going the other way. We could probably do it without music as well. Great. And then let's go into the neck and head. Great. And the other way. Perfect. Chin rolls down to the chest, looking straight forward. And we'll take our hands onto the shoulders and make these big rotations. And just, if you have pops, clicks, just let that work out. That's what these rotations are for. And the other way. And just the rotations themselves are like a practice in and of themselves. It's like some days, you know, all we can manage is just the warm-ups, but that's fine. It's better than doing nothing. Last one. Great. Hands come to namaste, and then we're going to do this flowing lotus mudra, making the lotus and making the upside down crane. Grabbing the fingers. This is a really important position. This one right here, this is the antidote to the plank hand. Right? The plank hand, which becomes the handstand hand, eventually, the back bend hand. Great. And the other way. Last one. Great. Just shake that out. Great. Okay. And throwing the bucket of water over the shoulder. Was this the first time we did all those lymphatic massage, Laura?
No, we've done that.
We done it before? Okay. I know we've done this one because I do this almost every time. I just love the feeling through my core. I love things that touch my core, you know. I went through my whole, like, you know, childhood through early 20s that I was like, this part was just like totally blocked. It never got touched, you know. 2 more. Last one. Great. Okay, interlace, press up to the sky, press, 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 press. Open, 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 look left, and ha. Fireworks. Inhale, press, 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 open, open, open. Look right, and ha. 2 more. And ha. Wow, this one really wakes you up. Last one. And ha. Great. Okay, let's tuck this toe, this left toe, and circle. Just doing the best you can. Looks like you're pretty good at this. And the other way. Really mobilizing that ankle, getting the stretch on the dorsal foot. And change. Tucking the toe, stretching the top of the foot, and rotate. Other way. Great. Okay. Feet together. And here we go. 1, 2, try to go low. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Separate the feet. Hanging. Drop the head any amount. And if you want to swing, go ahead and swing. If it feels better to sustain, then just sustain. But I'm not particularly that wide here. I'm not at my full prasarita distance yet. I'm just getting some traction in my spine. Swaying a little bit. Great. Bend the knees, tuck the chin, rolling up, inhale. Arms circle back and behind, grab and gather this cosmic chi, this heavenly energy, as they actually call it, and bringing down the heavens. Feet together, and we do the Charleston, separating the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other way. 1, 2. Feeling the connection between your sitting bones and your heels. 4, 5, 6, 7. Separating the feet a little bit wider this time. Right into prasarita. You can take the hands to the floor if you want. And dropping the head. Rolling the inner thigh back, the inner knee back. Feeling the weight spread throughout the feet. Great, looking up. You can keep your hands right where they are or grab the ankles. Either way, we're just going to do this kind of wide squat. And this is really where we wake up all these different fibers in our thighs. So when we get to that horse, the work, the energy doesn't get compressed anywhere. It goes global. Drop the bum, and then as you straighten the legs, drop the head. And just working at your own pace. Just feeling those hip joints getting nice and lubed up. Great, now turn out the toes. Again, you can keep the hands in the center, or if you want to grab the feet, you can. And we'll go into the side lunge and just working to your own comfort level. But we are getting these legs online, as they say. Weight spreads in the foot. Woo, shifting the weight. Yeah, slow or fast, find your own pace. I'm really super into, Lori, this is my new kick. I just really want people to find their organic, their organic natural flow. So you don't have to do it exactly how I do it. They can do a different pace, different depth. Now next time we go to the right, we're going to take that left hand across and turn heart, reach up to the ceiling,
1, 2, 3. And change sides. And comes the inner foot. Other hand goes to heart, reaching up and stretch. 1, 2, and 3. Great. Back to Prasarita. Bend the knees, rolling up the spine. Arms circle back and behind. Inhale. Exhale, pull it down. Bend the knees, and we just holding the tree. Jaw is soft, shoulders are soft, knees are slightly bent. We go completely empty. We're just this container that's filling up with this swirling, silvery golden light. And it's entering our body from every pore. Inhaling, reach up, exhale. Press it down. Great. And just hold at the lower belly. Right hand down first, and just collect. Collect the energy. Hold it right there in the lower dantian. Okay, so I want to just practice these spinal rolls before we move on. I'm just turning slightly to the side so you can see my spine. But all I'm going to do, did we do this before where we fold forward and then we roll up? Did we do this? No? Okay. Because see, where I'm going with this, Lori, is I want to get people to do this wave-like motion. Xander used to call this the snake. Okay? Yeah. He was really into snakes. All the different kinds of snakes. But how I've been working with people, you look like you got it pretty well, actually. But how I've been working is we dive forward and then we roll up. First we do a very big one. Very big dive, and then bend the knees, tuck the chin, and roll. Open heart, big dive, tuck the chin, bend the knees, and roll. So do a few of these. Because some people can't come anywhere near that undulation yet. And then after a few big ones, just cut the move in half. And drop the arms. Just let the arms hang. And we dive forward. We're leading with the heart, and then the chin tucks, and we roll it up. And so this spinal roll, this wave-like motion, I've found to be very therapeutic and very useful in awakening the prana in my body. This is it. Now on your next one, go ahead and cut the move in half again. And so we're just back to this snake. Wave-like motion. Undulatory motion. We're just a spine. You can close your eyes and feel that you're just a spine. This is it. A couple more. With the eyes closed. Last one. Great. Now bend the knees, hold. Emptiness, wu wei.
And just see if you can notice there's something in you that's still doing the snake. Part of you is still undulating even though your physical body is holding still. And exhale, press it down. Great, toes turn out, wide stance. Here we go, inhale, hands come up like a crane. Actually, let's bring them all the way up today. And exhale, right down. So sitting down as if you're sliding down a wall. And then again, lifting up, inhale. And exhale. Tail will go straight down. And keep going. Exhale. Kidneys are open, shoulders are relaxed. Exhale, knees press back. So the knees are tracking over the second toe. The knees are definitely not coming inside of the big toe. Great. And keep working. You can, I just snuck my feet apart just a little bit more. See if you can get your thighs parallel with the floor. See if you can sense the top of your legs all the way up under your navel. That's where your legs actually start. Exhale. Two more. Yikes. And last one, we're going to stay. Inhale. Exhale. Into the horse. And you can let yourself sway. Favoring that heel. Great, press it forward, inhale. Open the hands, toes turn forward. Here we're going to interlace behind the back, chin up, open the throat. Exhale, let's see if we can bring this forward. Any amount. That's it. Don't worry if your arms aren't even. Don't worry if it doesn't feel like it goes very far. We just, remember when we talked about the hit and run? You know, that's, Lori, I'm telling you, that's how I got into my back bend. It's just, I just hit and run every day. It's just like, okay, I'm just gonna hit this, you know, I'm just gonna hit this shape. Let's bend the knees, tuck the chin, lower the arms, rolling up. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. And hold. Great, press it down. Let's come down to our very favorite Thai angel. So yeah, I just hit it every day. I didn't cry when I couldn't do it, you know. I just did my best to make the shape every day. I just touched it, and then today was the day my feet touched my head. So, and this can be your toes too, Lori. You know, How's it going? Can you tolerate it at all?
I definitely can't sit all the way back.
Okay. Then just do any amount. You know, I used to have a teacher that just said any amount. Because then it's totally up to you. In fact, you could even do from cat and just tuck one little, just with no weight bearing. Just tuck one little toe. And then just tuck the other little toe. To just stretch the toes any amount. Hit and run. There we go. And it doesn't have to be an epic kind of, you know, torture thing. It's just like we just say hello. We touch, because we're touching the nadi. We just have to touch it. Because see, what that touching does is it's forging an energetic opening or an energetic connection. We're building the nadi. That's why we do it, but it has to be done regularly. And then the prana, because the prana is intelligent. Prana says, "Oh, I guess we're going this way." You know, it's like we're building it. You know, doctors won't tell you this because they don't know anything about prana. They just think the body's a machine. You know? But you can train your body. Your body's intelligent. It's like, oh, okay, we're going that way. Okay, well, then next time we'll go a little bit farther. But today we don't have to worry about it. Let's go into cat rolls. So we'll say, okay, today's the day. I did my Thai angel. And now I'm going to move on to cat roll. No problem. And now we're forging a different energetic connection. Wow. Two more. Last one. Great. Thread the needle. Outside hand lifts. Outside hand is the hand farthest from the device. And then it threads through. Shoulder comes to the floor. And breathing. 1, 2, 3. Bring it up. Inhale. And switch. Open up to the sky. And exhale, take it through. 1, 2, 3. Great. Bring it up. Let's take it into that child's pose. Saying hello to those inner hip creases. And the other thing, what they say, let's go ahead and roll up, Lori. What they say in Chinese medicine is blood follows qi. So we get the qi moving into a certain area, the blood is going to follow that. So we're stimulating circulation of blood, lymph, and qi. So we're getting everything moving. Okay, let's do this one. So remember, we went from child, and it can be a loose child. We roll through, and then we come into this kind of very loose, it's kind of a cobra, but in kind of an up dog. But I'm keeping my knees down, so it's really not either. Because cobra really has the pelvis down, and up dog has the knees up, so it's really not either. But we don't care what it's called. We're just going to roll through. We're going to get that beautiful wave-like motion going through our spine. Pulling back. Tuck the chin, rolling through. Focus is on the wave. Focus is not on it being perfect. And it's definitely not on forcing.
focus is on, actually, it's on feeling good. Enjoying your spine. Because that's exactly how I got my feet on my head. I didn't force. I was just enjoying my back bend. I was doing the hit and run. And next thing you know, boom. Okay, last one, Lori. Inhale, roll through. This time, we're going to tuck the toes, lift the knees. Upward dog, official. So it's an up dog with the toes tucked. Looking up. Is this okay for you? Okay, for a minute. All right. Let's press it right up to down dog. Drop the head. If you want to tread the feet, you can. Gently lifting one heel, then the other. Okay, preparing to go into our next dynamic move. You okay? Do you need a rest? Okay. Here we go. This is my new kick. We're going to go into this plank, perfect plank, shoulder heads right over the wrists, and then lifting that right leg. Ekapada. And then plank. Perfect plank. Ekapada. So the ekapada does not have to be perfect, but the plank does. And then go back and forth at your own pace. Could be fast or slow. That's right. Enjoying the shapes. This is your practice. If you want to shift it quickly, shift quickly. If you want to shift it slow, shift slow. Just keep it moving, keep it dynamic. Two more. Last one. Ekapada. Great. All the way down. Let's come to child. Knees together. Forehead to the floor and breathe. Softening through those inner hip creases. Great. Rolling through. Back to plank. And we're going to do this knee drop. Okay, so all that's going to happen, okay, we stay flat like a plank, just the knees are going to touch and lift. So the bum, nothing happens in the bum. It's just the knees. And you're going to feel it right in your lower abs. Last one. Woo! Come on down. We'll sit in Vajrasana. How was it? Hey, did we do that one before? Or is that your first time?
Yes, we have. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good one. It really brings those lower abs happening. So I've been on this real plank kick. Let's do this crane, Lori, with our hands. This is the remedy. Okay, how are you with Vasisthasana? Are you able to do the full thing?
Usually. After the day, I think I can.
Okay, let's try it.
Okay.
Let's do one roll. Go the other way. And then we'll come back into plank. All that's going to happen is that left hand is going to come right to the center. We're just going to turn. Woo. And you can either stack your feet or you can have one foot in front of the other if that's better. But the official is stacked. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over the top. No biggie. No biggie. Press back into downward dog. Let's come to plank again. Let's do 3 knee drops. 1, 2, 3. Other hand comes right to the center, so we have to turn away from each other. Stack your feet or one in front of the other, reaching up. 1, 2, you lift up out of your shoulder. 3, 4, 5, up and over the top. Back to dog. Back to plank. 3 more, and then we go to child. 1, touch the knees. 2, and 3, lower down, we're in child's pose. Great, rolling up, inhale. And let's circle the wrists. And the other way. Great. Okay, one more plank exercise, Lori, and again, I apologize because since I teach every night and I try to mix things up as well as I can't remember what I've done with you and what I haven't. So this one, it's another training move because we're training to step forward into a lunge. This is what we're training. A lot of people can't do that. Do you have that available? Can you from dog, can you step in forward into a lunge, no problem? Yes, you can. Okay. Well, we'll just do this because it's kind of fun. So let me know if we've done this. So from plank, we're going to bend one knee, and then we just touch, and we round the back like a humpback whale. We touch, round. Touch, round, touch, round. Great. After you do 5 of those, the same leg is going to step, lunge. Drop the back knee, looking up. Woo. If you have a brick, you can totally use a brick. Great, head back. So this is your back bend line. Nip to knee. Opens long. That's how you get into your back bend. This pose also turns right into the splits. But for now, we can look straight forward. Great, and then stepping back, we'll do the other side. Dog pose. into plank, and the other foot, so for my case it's my inside leg, and I'm just going to touch, lift, around the spine, touch, lift, touch, lift, that's it, touch, lift, touch, lift, last one, lift, here we go, huh, step, you can say huh if you want, and into this lunge. This front toe can be slightly turned out, and you have your hand on your knee or on the floor. Lift the chin if you have that available. Beautiful. Stepping back, downward dog. Okay, last one, Lori, we're going to do, before we switch gears, we're going to do, which I found out this is called bird dog. Okay, I didn't know what it was called. One of my students actually told me, where I used to call it alternate dog, where you were going to extend one hand and one foot, the opposite hand and foot, and then we switch. Yikes. And so just go back and forth. It really shows you what you're made of in your deep core muscles. Yeah. It's like, what is it that has to work for you to balance? You might notice that you've got one side where you're a little bit better at it than the other. Two more. Last one. Woo. Child pose. Great, rolling up, and let's sit in this Mandukasana. So take the knees wide, and the toes are close. Hands can be right on the knees, index finger to the thumb in this Dhyana Mudra. And closing your eyes, let yourself stabilize here. I just have to check our time. Are you able to sit in this posture, Lori?
It's not comfortable, but I can do it for a little bit.
It's uncomfortable.
Yes.
Okay. Are you sitting on your heels or in front of your heels?
I have a phone spur on the top of one of my feet.
Okay. And the spur is on the bottom of the foot?
It hurts the top of my feet.
All right. Okay, let's get out of here then. Hands come in front. Here's the transition, tucking the toes. Can you come to Dandasana? I know, I really like my transitions. Okay, Dandasana, taking the head down. The hands are next to the hips. Taking the chin lock. Taking the navel lock. Taking the root lock. All three locks. And actually we should be doing also the tongue lock. Tongue to the palate, Jiva Bandha. Breathing through the nose. Great, looking up, inhale. Okay, separate the feet, lifting up, table, head back. 1, 2, 3, and pull through and lift. 1, 2, 3, and lower. How'd that go?
I mean, it's not easy, but I can do it.
Okay, very good. And this is another very wristy move, so we can roll it out. Great. Let's pull our inside leg in for Janu Shirshasana. Inside arm lifts up, inhale. And exhale. Let's do 3 bows and a sustain. Bring it up. Exhale, 2. Bring it up. Third one, we stay. Over the leg. Jiva Bandha. And you can work your navel lock here. Try to keep that inside shoulder down. Open the back of the leg and breathe. Great. Inhale, bring it up. Okay, here's the counter pose. Let that inside foot come to standing, and we lift up. Open the throat. 1, 2, 3, and lower down. We change sides. Okay, outside foot is in Baddha Konasana. Outside hand lifts up, inhale. Exhale, 1. Lifting back up. Exhale, 2. Lifting it back up. And 3. We stay. Try to bring that shoulder around. Bring that navel over and across, tracking right over that leg. Tongue to palate. And breathe. Wow, feels so good. Inhale, coming up. Okay, that outside foot comes to standing, counter pose, and lift. Open the throat, head back. 1, 2, 3, lower down. Okay, extending both legs. Inhale, reaching up. Okay, just dynamic, nice and easy. Exhale, forward. 1. Roll it up. Wave-like motion. Exhale, 2. Roll it up. And third one, we stay. Bringing forward. 1, 2, 3. Coming up. One more table, and then we go lay down. Lifting up. Lowering down. All right, let's just bring our hands together and rolling down 1 vertebra at a time. We'll roll all the way down. And let's come to Supta Baddha Konasana. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. Okay, outside foot crosses over, figure 4. And hugging that inside knee. Whew. So I'm timing us. Great, and now straightening that down leg. Did we do this, Lori? Did we do this last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my new kick. Gets a lot done here. You know, time is running quickly, so we have to be efficient.
Right.
You can get a 2 for 1. And if you feel any discomfort in your knee, in your bent leg knee, just make sure you flex your foot, and that will stabilize the knee. You relax the shoulders. You could also use a strap if you wanted to. Okay, great. That was 2 minutes. So let's go ahead, bending that top leg, and then just switch. And we'll start out with the figure 4. And then just straighten that outside leg. Inside leg stays exactly where it is. Great. Woo. Let's lower down, Supta Baddha Konasana. Neutralize. Okay, I'm really bad at staying on time. I apologize. We're already 5 minutes over. Is it okay? All we're going to do is a twist, and then we finish. So let's extend the inside leg, outside foot comes to the knee, and take it over, the spinal twist. Ooh, feels so good. Pressing that outside hand away, open the chest. Feeling that long line from the palm of the hand right to the center of the chest. 1, 2, 3, and change. Just keep opening these meridian lines. This is the pericardium meridian. It goes from the palm of the hand right to the nipple. When you pull your fingers back, you really get a strong stretch. Again, we're stretching these lines, these meridian lines. We're stretching those, we're making more space. Then we get more chi flow through that meridian. More blood flow, more lymphatic flow. And that's improving the oxygenation of that whole region. Whew. Okay, Baddha Konasana for just a brief second. Hands in the belly. We're just gathering the energy into the navel center. And we come right into Shavasana. Wow, that was nice that the music ended just in that moment.
You planned it.
No, I didn't plan that. It just ended.